If you're hunting for a studio kit that promises pristine audio quality and plug-and-play ease, you might have stumbled upon the Rode AI-1 Complete Studio Kit. But here's what surprised me. Despite rave reviews boasting studio quality sound, there's a lot more lurking beneath the surface that no one talks about. You might think this is the perfect starter setup for your home studio, podcasting, or streaming, but hold on. There's a catch that could cost you time, money, and serious frustration. Stick around because I'm breaking down the good, the bad, and the unexpected about this highly rated, yet somehow problematic kit. If you're a budding musician, podcaster, or content creator, the Rode AI-1 Studio Kit looks like a dream come true. It offers the legendary Rode NT1 condenser microphone, an ultra-clean single-channel AI-1 USB audio interface, plus all the accessories bundled in one neat package with a rating of 4.5 stars on Amazon. It's even touted as the best quality for price single-channel interface out there. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? But that's exactly why we need to pause and ask, can it really deliver on those big promises? Now, I've used hundreds of studio kits, and I can tell you the biggest red flag in setups like this usually isn't obvious. It's how they perform under real-world conditions. So here's a mini promise. By the end of this review, you'll know if this iconic kit is genuinely studio grade or more like studio grade-ish. And I promise you, there's more than one problem that could make you regret your purchase. Let's start with what you get. The Rode AI-1 Complete Studio Kit comes with the AI-1 USB audio interface, designed to plug directly into your laptop or desktop via USB-C. This interface boasts ultra-low noise and wide dynamic range, plus 48V phantom power essential for condenser mics like the included Rode NT1. Speaking of which, the NT1 mic is renowned for its 1-inch diaphragm condenser design and cardioid polar pattern, promising crystal-clear recordings with very little background noise. You also get the SM6 shock mount to reduce vibrations, a pop shield to tame plosives, those pesky P's and B's, necessary cables, and even USB-C-A connectors to ensure compatibility. On paper, this looks like a total package for under the price of many single components purchased separately. So what's the catch? Problem number one. The AI-1 interface may claim easy driver-free installation, but users report compatibility hiccups, especially with certain PCs running Windows 10 or older Macs. It's class-compliant, yes, but the reality is some users spend hours troubleshooting latency issues, audio dropouts, or the dreaded no-sound scenario. I know, dealing with tech drama when you just want to record is about as fun as a root canal without anesthesia. The supposed zero-latency monitoring is fantastic in theory, but sometimes stutters or cuts out, which kills the vibe during your sessions. Problem 2. The Rode NT1 mic, though ultra-quiet and sensitive, runs into issues in less than ideal acoustic environments. Have you ever tried using a studio mic in your bedroom and still heard your noisy air conditioner or neighbor's dog's incessant barking? Yeah, same here. The cardioid polar pattern helps reduce side noise, but it can't perform miracles. Plus, the kit's bundled shock mount, while sturdy, isn't the best at isolating low-frequency rumble from desk bumps or foot tapping, something serious podcasters or musicians should take seriously. And at about 6 pounds, it's heavier than some expect, which could tip smaller mic stands. A mic that makes you want to stop your groove or your podcast. That's like a comedian bombing after the first joke. Nobody enjoys that. Speaking of jokes, let me toss one your way. Why did the microphone bring a ladder to the studio? Because it wanted to reach the high notes. Okay, don't quit your day job just yet. But jokes aside, the Rode AI-1 Complete Studio Kit really does sound fantastic in the right environment, on the right equipment, which leads me to problem 3. Connectivity and expandability are quite limited. The AI-1 is a single-channel audio interface, which means you can only plug in one mic or instrument at a time. For solo creators, that's fine. But if you're planning to expand your setup with additional mics or instruments, this kit isn't the answer. You'd have to upgrade to a multi-channel interface anyway. If you think buying this kit is the end-all for your home studio, think again. It's more like the first step, but a step on a treadmill that only goes so far before you hit a wall. But here's an unexpected twist. For many beginners, the Rode AI-1 Studio Kit is a perfect balance of quality and simplicity. That ultra-low noise floor and crystal-clear sound make it a giant leap up from laptop mics or cheap USB microphones. Great if you don't want to get lost in endless settings or technical jargon. It's Australian-made, which reflects built-in quality control and robustness. So if you're not ready to go pro, but want a solid setup to start sounding professional, this kit delivers massive value. It's like ordering a steak dinner at a fast food place, surprisingly satisfying, but maybe not gourmet. Still, if you're thinking, I want easy, plug this in, start recording now, the rhetoric doesn't always match reality. I've lost count of how many users found themselves dealing with weird driver glitches or disappointing sound delays in YouTube comments. One reviewer even joked that the interface was so low latency, they could hear their own heartbeat instead. A horror story rather than a selling point. Let me ask you this. How much are you willing to trade convenience for quality? Because if you want a no-fuss, plug-and-play studio experience, the Rode AI-1 fights back a little. It demands you take some time adjusting your drivers, your PC settings, and optimizing your room acoustics to get the most out of it. But if you enjoy tinkering as part of the process, and you're patient, it's an excellent tool for building your skills and your sound. Before I reveal my final verdict, here's a joke for audio nerds. Why did the microphone file a police report? Because it got picked up by the wrong crowd. If only microphones had lawyers, maybe you could sue background noise away. The kit's package does bring pros beyond the core gear. The SM6 shock mount is a solid inclusion, and Rode's Pop Shield is a time-tested remedy for harsh plosives. The cables are premium, and the USB-C compatibility means it plugs right into newer tech without adapters. Plus, phantom power is built in and rock solid, which is vital for condenser microphones. On top of that, the AI-1 has a well-built discrete headphone amplifier with clear, powerful sound for monitoring. This is crucial for any serious recording session and can save you from mixing disasters later. However, if you're a streamer or podcaster who needs to keep things light and mobile, the AI-1 size and cable requirement might be clunkier than you'd prefer. And if your computer is older or running experimental OS versions, brace yourself for driver discovery or total reinstallation. Bottom line, compatibility matters no matter what manufacturers say. Now a quick story. I once recommended this exact kit to a friend setting up a podcast. At first it was like magic, clean sound on day one. But then after a Windows update, the interface disappeared from his device manager. Cue hours of tech Googling, driver resetting, and near tears from frustration. That's real life with audio tech. But we got it working again, and eventually that same setup made his podcast sound crisp enough to snag a sponsorship. So it's worth the headache if you're committed. Another mini promise. If you hang tight, I'll share a bonus tip to maximize your purchase with this kit later on. So here's where I stand. The Rode AI-1 Complete Studio Kit is not a perfect setup. It can frustrate, surprise, and disappoint. But it also delivers tangible improvements over entry-level gear and opens doors into pro audio quality at a price point most beginners can stomach. It's for creators who crave quality, don't mind a bit of setup hassle, and want everything bundled together neatly. But if you're looking for a completely foolproof, multi-input powerhouse that works instantly, look elsewhere. Oh, and before I forget, time for a final joke. What's a sound engineer's favorite exercise? The headphone stretch. Because tight cables and tangled cords are part of every studio's workout. Safety first, always. Now, one last thing. If you want to grab this Rode AI-1 complete studio kit for yourself, I highly recommend checking the current Amazon price linked below. Prices can fluctuate rapidly, and sometimes you can snag this combo at a discount or bundled deal that makes it irresistible. Click the link in the description to get the best deal and see the latest customer reviews as well. Trust me, you don't want to miss an opportunity to raise your audio game affordably. To sum up, the Rode AI-1 Complete Studio Kit is a mixed bag. It comes packed with pro-grade gear, from the ultra-quiet NT1 mic to the sleek AI-1 interface, but it demands patience and minor troubleshooting. It's best suited for creators willing to put in a bit of elbow grease to capture top-tier sound without breaking the bank. Consider your workflow, your hardware, and your patience level before hitting buy, but don't be scared off completely. With some effort, this kit can elevate your content quality and give your projects the sonic polish they deserve. So are you ready to take the plunge with Rode? Or are you still hunting for that perfect kit? Let me know in the comments below what your biggest audio challenges are, and I'll help you sort through the noise. And don't forget, the best prices change fast, so check that Amazon link now. Happy recording, and may your sound always be as smooth as a vinyl record on Sunday morning.